7th July 2021 Morning Murli Om Shanti Babdada Madhuban. Sweet children, you have come here to make the bodies of the whole world, including your own, as eternal as the kalp tree. It is only by having remembrance that your bodies will become eternal. Body being eternal means to have a long life. Question: what is the way to become residents of heaven from residents of hell? How do your children now receive the donation of life? Answer: in order to become a resident of heaven from a resident of hell, you definitely have to die. Baba says, I have come to bring death to all of you. I will finish off all the bodies and take all souls back with me. This is the true donation of life. The Mahabharat war, in which everyone will be destroyed, is for this. Souls will become pure and return home and then go to heaven. Song: Mother, O Mother, you are the bestower of fortune for the world. Om Shanti. You sweet spiritual children heard the line of the song. You heard the praise of Jagadamba, the world mother. Jagadamba is only remembered here in Bharat. Since there is Jagadamba, there mustn't also be Jagatpita, means the world father. Saraswati is called Jagadamba. In fact, she should only have one name. You too only have one name. You don't have two or three names. They show Jagadamba as a bodily being in a corporeal form. There is also Jagatpita, who is called Prajapita, father of people. Just as there is the mother of the whole world, similarly, there is also the father of the whole world. Surely, both of them must exist here. You have been told the names of both of them. They are the mother and father of people. The other world father is incorporeal Shibaba, who is the father of all. His name is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul Shiv. You mustn't just say God or the Supreme Soul. He has a name and form. He is called God the Father. One is the father of souls and the other is the father of corporeal human beings. Then there is also Mama. Shiv is the father of souls. Souls say that he is their father. Thus soul receives thus corporeal body, and so they say Brahma Baba. So there are two fathers, one is Shiv Baba and the other is Prajapita Brahma. Brahma is the child of Shiv Baba. One is the incorporeal father and the other is the corporeal father. The incorporeal father is called the purifier. Neither Brahma nor Saraswati can be called the purifier. There are two of them. Only the one is the purifier. Everyone calls out, Oh, purifier, come. Therefore, you have two fathers. Shiv Baba is the creator. He creates the new world. So, he first definitely has to create Brahma. Neither Vishnu nor Shankar can ever be called Prajapita. Only Brahma is called Prajapita. Shiv Baba adopts you through Prajapita Brahma. You see, we are the children of Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba has entered this one and adopted us. He purifies souls. It is souls who have become impure. Because of this, you receive impure bodies. Just as alloys of silver, copper, and iron are mixed into gold, so alloy is mixed into souls. Originally, souls were pure and residents of the land of liberation, where Shiv Baba also resides. Here, there are Shiv Baba and Prajapita Brahma. One is called Bab and the other is called Dada. You know that all human beings are the children of Shiv. Those of the dynasty of Shiv then becomes Brahmakumars and Kumaris. Shiv Baba and Dada are combined. Shiv Baba is present in this one. He makes us into Brahmins and teaches us Raj Yoga in order to change human beings into deities. Deities reside in the golden age. Deities cannot be called purifiers, oceans of knowledge. They can't even be called Baba. You are now becoming the masters of the land of Vishnu. The two forms of Vishnu are Lakshmi and Narayan. People don't know this. Those who perform devotion definitely have two fathers. In the golden age, you only have one father. There, you don't say, "Oh, Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness, come." There it is the kingdom of deities. They never say, "O God, the Father, the Liberator." There no one is impure or unhappy that they would have to call out to the purifier. You know that 5000 years ago there was the kingdom of the deities in Bharat. Then 1250 years after that there was the kingdom of Ram and Sita. The Father explains all of this to you very clearly. You took 21 births in the golden and silver ages. It is in Bharat that there are Brahmins, deities, warriors, etc. The Father comes and makes the old world new. He rejuvenates it. He makes your bodies eternal. He makes you immortal. The Father comes and makes you children into the masters of the land of immortality. When Bharat was the land of immortality, it was the kingdom of deities. Having come down the ladder, you have now become masters of the land of death. They say, "Our Bharat." Therefore, the people are also the masters. You would also say, "Our Bharat." We were the masters of Bharat, but we have become residents of hell. Deities would say they are residents of heaven. You too were residents of heaven. Then, having taken 84 births, you have become residents of hell. It is here in Bharat that Shiv Baba takes birth. The night of Shiv and the birthday of Shiv are remembered. They celebrate the birthday of Krishna. They even show a time when it happened. They say he took birth from his mother's womb at such and such a time. He would surely have taken birth from his mother's womb in the golden age. The birth of Krishna took place in the golden age. In the new world, then he began to take rebirth. Baba doesn't tell you about just one person. The land of Krishna is the land of Vishnu. When the kings descend, the whole dynasty descends. The king, queen, and subjects are all included in that. When it becomes the Moon Dynasty Kingdom, the Sun Dynasty Kingdom has already passed. It becomes transferred to the Moon Dynasty. Then the Merchant Dynasty receives it. You now understand that you are the top knot, the Brahmin clan, and above the top knot there is the father. At first we were Brahmins, then we became Shudras, the fit. From the fit we became the top knot. First it's Shiv Baba and then the top knot. Baba made us into Brahmins. You now say to Shiv Baba, "Baba, Baba." In this way, you are grandson and granddaughters. You know you are all Brahmins, the children of Brahma. We are all the children of one father. Brothers and sisters cannot criminally assault one another. There are so many children, and all of them say Baba, and so all of them cannot be wrong. Only incorporeal Shiv and corporeal Prajapita Brahma are Bapu, means father of all. That is all. Children of the one father are brothers and sisters. You definitely have to become pure. How can husband and wife become pure? That is why this method has been fixed in the drama. Here there are just Brahmakumars and Kumaris. There are no Shudra Kumars or Kumaris. Shudras, those with degraded intellects, are impure because they don't know the Father. They say, "Oh God, the Father." Okay, do you know his occupation? Tell us his name, form, place, and time. Tell us his life story. If they don't know this, they are atheists. They don't know the Creator or the beginning, middle, or end of creation. That is the impure world. The golden age is the pure world, and the iron age is the impure world. At this time, they are completely tamopradhan. This is called the extreme depths of hell. There are stages in this too. Hell starts from the copper age and it continues to grow. Devotion is at first satapradhan and unadulterated, and it then also goes through the stages of sato, rajo, and tamo. You must have seen devotees pouring oil, etc., means in the lamps, and worshipping and bowing down where three roads meet. There is so much difference between worshipping Shiv Baba and worshipping a T junction. That is called Tamapradhan devotion. They even worship water. They say that Ganges is the purifier. Who is the purifier? How can the water of the Ganges be the purifier? It is just a water. The Father is the purifier. The birthday of Shiv is celebrated in Bharat, and so he must definitely come in Bharat in order to make the impure ones into pure deities. He enters the body of Brahma and changes human beings into deities. You come here to become pure from impure. Just as you have two arms, so they also have two arms. There cannot be any human beings with 4 or 8 arms. They have shown those ornaments and the four-armed image in order to represent the family path. The land of Lakshmi and Narayan is called the land of Vishnu. The term Vaishnav has emerged from the name Vishnu. The deities were Vaishnavas. The Vallabhachari Vaishnavas are vegetarians. They are not viceless. They have big havelis, means large mansions with a courtyard in the middle where extended families live. They don't understand the meaning of Vaishnavas. Those who live in the land of Vishnu are called Vaishnavas. Those who are pure are called Vaishnavas. There are separate temples to Radhe and Krishna and to Lakshmi and Narayan. The people of Bharat don't know what the difference is between them. No one knows Radhe and Krishna became Lakshmi and Narayan. One is their childhood form and the other is their adult form. There are no images of the childhood of Lakshmi and Narayan. They have shown Lakshmi and Narayan in the golden age and Radha and Krishna in the copper age. You now know the Father, the Creator, and the beginning, the middle, and the end of creation. Baba tells you the secrets of the tree and the drama. When you look at the tree, you understand that Shankaracharya comes in the Iron Age. The dynasty of sannyasis cannot exist in the Golden Age. If all are the children of God, they should all be residents of heaven. However, not everyone becomes a resident of heaven. Only deities became that. You have now become the Brahmin dynasty and you will then become the deity dynasty. You definitely have to become pure. You know that young and old, all of you are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. Both say, Baba, we are your children. We are Brahmins. This is Bab Dada, Adidev, Brahma, and Shiv Baba. You know you are sitting in front of Brahma Baba and Shiv Baba. The Father says, remember me, and you will become pure from impure. We are claiming our inheritance from Shiv Baba. Shiv Baba is our Father and also the purifier. He is our Guru too. This is now the confluence age. This is the meeting, means Mila, to become pure from impure. It is through the purifier that we became pure. There is the confluence of rivers with the ocean at the confluence age. There isn't a meeting of rivers. This is now the meeting of the ocean of knowledge and you souls. You have come to the ocean of knowledge. You Ganges of knowledge have emerged from the ocean of knowledge. You bathe everyone in knowledge and make them pure and teach them yoga. You give them the introduction to the ocean and bring them here to the meeting. At this time, when you became Brahmins, each of you has 3 fathers. You have your physical father, Prajapita, and also Shiv Baba. You have 2 fathers on the path of devotion. In the golden age, You have one Father. These matters have to be understood. You souls now say, mine is one Shibaba and none other. Even while having friends and relatives, you say, mine is one Shibaba. It is by having remembrance of him that you become pure from impure. The soul knows he is your father, teacher, and also the Sadguru. The Father has come to take our souls back. He enters the body of Brahma and makes us pure. The Father has come to take you back home. I have come to bring death to all of you. In order to become a resident of heaven from a resident of hell, you definitely have to die. I will destroy those bodies and take your souls back home. The Father says, I gave you the donation of life. The Mahabharata war is for this. Everything will be destroyed. How else could I take everyone back home? I purify souls and take them back home. That is the land of peace. When the golden age comes, the iron age will definitely be destroyed. The Mahabharata war is very well known for this. It took place at the confluence age when you changed from humans into deities. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says, Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Essence for the dharana. First point, bath in the ocean of knowledge and make yourself pure. While living with friends and relatives, let this remain in your intellect. Mine is one Shibaba and none other. Second point, in order to go to the land of Vishnu, become true Vaishnavas, that is, become pure, die alive to hell and connect your intellect in yoga with heaven. Blessing. May you keep a proper balance between your dharma, means religion, and your karma, and thereby have a divine and an elevated intellect. Explanation. While doing performing karma, let your dharma, that is your dharana, means inculcation, also be complete. Then by your having a proper balance of dharma and karma, the impact will be greater. Let it not be that you remember your dharana after you have performed your karma. When there is a proper balance of both of these in your intellects, you will then be said to have an elevated and a divine intellect. Otherwise, your intellect would be ordinary, your karma would be ordinary, and your dharana also ordinary. You must not have equality in being ordinary, but equality in greatness. Just as your karma is elevated, so your dharana also has to be elevated. Slogan. Set your mind and intellect on the seat of experience and you will never get upset. Om Shanti